Happy birthday, Kenny. I want to bring something up. Just one, humor me for a few minutes. So obviously, Stephen A. Smith says things every day. You can't even keep up with the level of takes. The point is, the Knicks are about to flame out in the second round. And I started wondering about something. Stephen A. was screaming about trading Julius Randle today. Now, my bias is on full display. I've always loved Julius Randle. Let me ask you a question. The Knicks do irrational stuff. And we know that the Pistons are not going to be anywhere near elite free agents. They're not going to be anywhere near an elite trade. And I know Randle has been very up and down. Let me ask you a question. If the Pistons don't win the lottery, New York loves stars, right? If they've soured on Randle, and depending on the day, I mean, there were trade conversations with Julius Randle in February in the New York media. Like, would you offer the number 2 overall pick and say Bogdanovich to grab Julius Randle, who signed through the 2025 season? Makes about $25 million a year. You're going to have a 15% trade kicker on there, so call it $28 million. Like, guy, and again, power forward, which you don't have. He's a unique player. He has faults, right? You're not going to trade for any player who's perfect. You're not getting him. But, like, I've said this. The Wings not winning the lottery last night, they're not getting Connor Bedard. I don't want him picking at 9. I don't care who you think Yzerman's gone to the Swiss Alps and scouted. I don't care. I don't want to pick at 9. And if I'm the Pistons and I don't win next week's lottery, I don't want to pick at 2, 3, 4, or 5. I have no interest. So mentally, I'm just working my way towards who can I go and get? And are they going to be broken? Probably. At a minimum, they're going to be damaged. But if they want to move off Randle, if they feel they can do a better fit, would you trade Bogdanovich and let's say the number 3 overall pick and go, hey, Leon Rose, how's that grab you? Wiseman and Numbnuts can't play together. Duren.
Jalen Duren.
Not in an insulting way because I love Jalen Duren. My point is they can't play together. And Marvin Bagley, I don't know why Troy Weaver ever signed him. I don't want him here.
And there's so many layers to this onion. One, the love affair for Bogdanovich, I don't understand. I don't know if they'd move him, Mike. But let's just say.
Because I'm viewing it for the Knicks.
No.
It's another shooter.
Let's say that they would consider that. I don't know because is this going to stunt the growth of Duren? Because maybe they feel like they need to get him out there.
Hold on.
And
how does it stunt the growth to put an all-star power forward next to him? The hell are we talking about?
Well, then Wiseman. Like you
F. James Wiseman.
Because I'm assuming that Wiseman would play over Duren if you brought him in.
Where did this loyalty to when did he turn into Kareem? He can't guard a dead body.
Mike, I'm not saying that there's loyalty. I'm saying you brought in this young player that everybody said, okay, maybe you got something here. Well, he's got to see the court in order to see if you got something.
Then learn to play defense. All right, it was just an idea.
No. Mike, it's a great.
It's an idea.
It's an idea, but if you're going to make that, it goes back to what we said earlier.
The Knicks always do stupid stuff. I'm just trying to get ahead of it.
I'd rather you go out and get a star. Not a. He's a good player.
Well, he was all NBA.
He's not a superstar.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know how much more we could get. I would take Randle. I don't want to, but I would take him because I'm not sure we can get anyone better.
And by the way, David, can I just mention something? And you can laugh at analytics and call me stupid. Do whatever you want. He's got the same win share as Devin Booker. All right, I understand. It's not the same sexy package.
And that's just it. It goes back to what we said earlier in the show. You know, Randall's coming into town. Hey, let's go see Julius Randle and the Knicks. I'm good.
Look, he's 24-10 a night.
But if you're pairing
But if
Randle
you say, hey,
with
let's go
Ivy
see
and
Devin
Cade,
Booker, he's not. I'm saying if you're going to make a move, go get some star power.
Who?
Give me
who are we
something.
getting?
Who?
I don't see it.
Rico, with love in my heart, I'm at least offering a real human being.
Right.
I can't come on the air and go, let's trade for Michael Jordan.
No.
That's
Now,
who?
it comes at a cost, but he's out there, and you
Who?
can work your own deal. You can go get Bridges, Miles Bridges.
Oh, Christ. Okay, good. The organization has to show they are willing to get pummeled.
How did I start this off? It comes at a cost.
I thought he was going back to Charlotte.
He's still out there.
And he's still suspended.
He only has to serve, 10 games?
10 more games, yes, because they gave him a 30.
They basically gave him 30 and said, you've served 20 of it already. When you come back, you only have to serve 10 games. You know he's going to be on a prove it like, okay, this really wasn't me. So you get him on a 2-3 year deal.
I understand everything you're saying when it comes to taking a chance on Bridges. I am. But I'm desperate, and I would rather make a desperate move in getting Randall than to getting Bridges here.
So on paper, what you two are saying makes sense. I guess I'm looking at it as the amount of loyalty to certain players downtown. I don't understand. I don't get it. But I got a feeling that's going to get in the way of doing anything like that. So no. Don't get it twisted. I see what you're saying. Bring him here. Yeah, but I think that for some reason they think they struck gold with Duren, and we just haven't seen the best of him yet.
And my point is, if you want to unlock the best, get a real power forward, which they don't have. They can't play people together. Look, I'm just telling you, I've heard Randall trade rumors all year in New York. They've tried to quell them. It keeps happening. And Stephen A is a lot of things. I don't think Stephen A's dumb. He's not. He goes on the air and says, I'm on the verge of demanding they trade him. Come on, man. He's talking to somebody. The point I'm making
you think that's a deal that the Knicks would take?
I don't know. I'm just brewing in my mind that if next week when we're disappointed like sad birthday boy over there and we don't win the lottery, I'm not using that pick. I don't want another kid here.
No. You don't need Scoot Henderson here.
I want to win.
Just include Bagley in the deal, please. That's it. That's
your problem.
That's all I'm
making a point to you. Anyone you trade for or sign is going to be damaged. Hey, coming out of the weekend, who's the name that might come to town? Dylan Brooks. Okay?
That's why I said, I don't know what's going on down there. So, yeah, it makes sense, but somehow or another.
Here, maybe I should check Arn Tellum's client list, his old Rolodex. Maybe I'll find out who we're going to sign.
What's his relationship with Arn Tellum?
I'm making a point to you. Okay, here. You want to know another guy you could get? I guarantee you pick up the phone and you could get him. And he's poison, but you could get him. Hey, I'll give him to you for free. Here. You know what it's going to cost you to get this guy? A 73 Classic from Howie's.
Okay.
Jordan Poole. Go ahead. You want to eat that contract?
No.
You want that contract?
No. Please, no.
Want to bring him in? You'll be ready to play the role of Draymond and knock his ass out.
Warrior One will be on the runway saying, Jordan, we'll ship your stuff to you.
Oh,
You're
my
headed back
God.
to Detroit.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Bob Myers, he'll pay you. Yeah. So my point is, when we get in these conversations, don't act like I don't want to give you a better idea. But if we're getting ahead of this, I'm going to be very clear with how summer's going to work. I'm not using the Red Wings pick at 9, and I'm not using the Pistons pick at 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Not interested. It is time to win.
No,
Troy Weaver's been sitting on the toilet for 4 years. Yeah. Time to deposit something.
Yeah, Scoot Henderson's not going to get you anything, especially when you got Cade and Jaden and Killian. You can't bring in a fourth combo guard and say, okay, it won't work.
That's all.
I'm with you.
Just a one-segment talker, thought it was interesting, and it's a player who continues, no matter what he does in New York, to find himself in the rumor mill. Well, the Knicks, if I can offer them that premium pick, they can clear their cap, they can get an expiring, they can continue to be star bleepers. I don't know. I'm desperate. We were supposed to get Connor Bedard, and then Judas over there didn't deliver.
I just wonder. I don't understand the love affair that they have with their current players, that they're all untouchable.
Yeah, and I'm with you. None of them can play together. I'll continue to say it. Wiseman and Duran cannot play together. Period.